All right, you guys, it has been a minute since I have been here to give you a full-on market update of what's going on in the Gig Harbor market. I'm Paige Schulte with AskPaigeSchulte.com, number one agent running the number one office in Gig Harbor, and we are honored to serve our community, not only by helping people buy and sell houses, but also by giving back. So here we are. Every single weekend we are in houses. We run about 20 open houses a weekend during this season. So we are in the know, hearing what buyers are looking for, what buyers are shopping, what buyers are being bad, what is going on in different listings, why a listing is sitting. I think I saw 27 homes between Wednesday and Friday last week. So if you are wondering what's going on in the market, you can always give us a call. So that's the gist of shopping local and knowing somebody that it is like intensely knows your market. But here is the skinny on what's going on in each price category, because that matters too. So active on the market between the Fox Island, including Fox Island, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge to the Purdy Bridge. So Gig Harbor proper and Fox Island included 190 total homes on the market, 98 pending. I actually think the number of homes on the market is just slightly lagging from years past for this time of year. Usually we are, in the last couple of years, we've been up over 200 in May, headed into June. This has been like where we're stacking inventory. And right now we're lagging a little bit on the amount of inventory, but we are not wildly outpacing that market in terms of sales volume. So 52% sales ratio, it is a buyer's market. We haven't seen that kind of sales ratio really trending to the buyers in the overall space in a while. So that means that some areas are sluggish, and it's not necessarily a price point play, it's a condition play. So if your home needs updating, if it needs a new roof, if there are structural components that make your house less sellable, then that is going to hold you back. If there are aesthetic components of feeling like you need to update the entire house, or there are areas that need major updating, kitchen, bathroom, floors, paint, light fixtures, when you stop, how do you start? When you start, how do you stop? I get that right. That type of thing where you have basically a 90s home that you need to do the entire thing. Those properties are taking longer to get through, and find the sweet spot of somebody who wants to pick up a project, because it's expensive to buy your house, and then it's expensive to update it. And typically those people are also working jobs. So it's a cost of time as well. So 450 to 600, a disappearing market. It's been like this forever. This is probably your condo market, your townhome. You're at a very, very good sales ratio. If you have your number right, you should be gone. And that there are 9 pending and 2 active. If you are not sold, then you have a condition problem. And so you just need to tidy that up. There are 15 homes pending from 600 to 800 and 31 on the market active. That's a 48% sales ratio. And that is a buyer's market. It's not a wild buyer's market, but if it is not compelling, it is not selling, and vice versa. The market that's struggling the most and has the most inventory is 800 to 1.5. 800 to a million has 47 homes on the market and 19 pending. These are going to be your 90s homes that are smaller, on the smaller side, maybe a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, or 2.5 bath that's missing a bonus room, or somebody really needs that other bathroom but also needs updating but has a great backyard, something like that. So it's a 40% sales ratio. So if you love it and the house works for you and it's close, then write the offer and start the conversation and tell the seller where they need to be, and help the seller understand this is what the market is willing to pay for the house. If you don't tell them, they might not be getting that advice from their agent. So it's up to the market to tell them, and don't be afraid to do that. It's like kind of like writing a love note in class, and you're like, oh, just so you know, I'm kind of into you. And if it doesn't get reciprocated right away, at least they know. And then they'll be like, oh my gosh, is that buyer still around? Maybe we should go back and talk to them. And then all of a sudden you start this conversation and you guys find a happy medium and you've been married forever. Okay, so 1 million to 1.5, 56 homes on the market. This is your largest subset of properties to choose from, hence the 27 homes that I saw this week. And 30 of them are pending. It's a neutral market, 54% sales ratio. If it's compelling, it's selling, and it's selling with multiple offers. So one of the ones that we put under contract had 3 offers on it. It went over ask. About 20% of homes are going over, I wouldn't say over ask, but they are going with multiple offers. So you need to be prepared if you're shopping with a local agent, which I highly recommend, to be able to spot those hot homes. Like, this is going to go quickly. I saw the hot sheet today. I was like, oh my gosh, this one's going to go so fast. Who do we have? Boop, 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 boop. Let's get in there. And then you hit the ground running. You get your 2 of those people, 2 of the 3 offers had a pre-inspection. That makes your offer much stronger. So you're looking at highest price plus best terms. And your local connectors and your local agents are going to be able to get their inspectors quickly. And on the weekend, like, the full-time, like, all-in agents are working all the time. So again, 20 open houses a weekend. We are out there in the market Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You get the point. Okay, 2 million, let's see, 1.5 to 2 million, 22 homes on the market, 12 pending, 55% sales ratio, very neutral, but very good. And these houses over 1.5 typically are in great shape. They're newer. They were built more recently, and they're kind of fresh. They're easy to move into. They're in a great location, and they might have a view. And those houses are going muy rápido. 2 million to 2.5 is your hottest market. You have 11 homes on the market. 7 of them are pending. 63% sales ratio, slightly favoring the seller, but don't get too crazy, sellers. There's still ones in there that are taking a minute. Some of that will be floor plan related. Some of that will be location. Some of that would be, you can obviously overprice at that price point too. And that could be like quality of waterfront. Is it a mud flat at low tide? Those type of nuances within the subsets of waterfront quality. And then above 2.5 million, that is getting to be a bigger range. We should start maybe breaking that down to 2.5 million to 3 million, and then 3 to 3.5. It's exciting that Gig Harbor is getting to that place. But there are 21 active homes. That's more of it, is that we have a kind of a big chunk in there, and there are a wide range of homes that are kind of pushing us up a little bit. So there's only 4 pending. Those 4 that went pending, the notable thing there is that they went pending in 10 days or less. So the ones that are turning very quickly. So if you are looking for something specific, it's still very important in a market that the media is saying, oh, it's a buyer's market, you have so much time. There's not a lot of negotiation when a seller gets their price right finally. Or when something comes on and it's super compelling. We saw one downtown Gig Harbor come on the market, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so underpriced. Let's go. And it was off the market within hours with multiple offers. Just so good. And, sad that it was a little underpriced. But great for those buyers. So, short story, buyers write the offers. And sellers, if your home needs to be fixed and you want to get all the money, then you need to fix it. The deferred maintenance is going to make your house more sellable. It doesn't necessarily get you more money. But your aesthetics, if you are updating and making it more current, that will raise the bar and get you more money. So you're fixing it to make it more sellable, and you're updating and upgrading to get more money. And that takes time, and that is the big rub is, do I have the time and the effort and the energy, or am I just going to sell it and take the equity that I have and live my best life? Or as some people are experiencing from a 2021 or 2022 purchase, not every real estate purchase is a perfect win. And you've lived with an extremely low payment because the rates have been so great. But people are still purchasing in the rate environment that is now. They don't want to purchase in this rate environment and have to do an entire remodel at a very high price. So you're really having to find the right price. But what we're finding is that once you find that price, you get into the groove, and then you get multiple offers. They might not be great offers, but the buyers will come find you once you get the right offer. So listen to what the buyers are saying as far as feedback goes, and make sure that your agent is having those conversations, whether it's in the open houses or with agents directly, and find out, where are our blind spots. So if you have any questions at all, I'm here. Also, we have a really cute partnership with Wet Noses Foster Paws. On Thursday, we're doing an adoption event. They got a big bundle of puppies, and if you guys are interested in coming and checking out their little bundles of joy, it should be a beautiful day. And we'll be at a beautiful garden from one of our clients on Thursday. We'll send out details. Talk to you soon. Thank you for listening. I know it's 10 minutes of your life on a Monday. I appreciate you. And if you have questions ever or need anything, any resources, we're here to help you. Talk anything Gig Harbor and Key Peninsula real estate. Cheers, and talk to you soon. Bye.